Welcome, everyone, to Combat Wrestling Trivia. Tonight, or this afternoon for some of you, we have the World Contenders Tournament for 2023 continuing with their round one as Sean Redmond takes on the winner of the play-in match, Corey C4, to decide who will move on to face Joey Suba in the quarterfinals. Let's take you to that match right now. All right. Welcome in, everyone. You can see me here on your screen. We will get our competitors in here in just a minute. Thank you to Dwayne for the subscription 10-month streak. Thank you very much, Dwayne. I appreciate you. He said he's here to watch his loonies. He'll be here later to watch it. He'll watch it later on. He's just here to bet his loonies, of course. So, Dwayne, just for you, we will get that looney prediction up right now. Who is going to win today? Will it be Corey or will it be Sean? You guys can go ahead and bet right now. If you are in the chat, go ahead. But we need to introduce our players today. Introducing first, you last saw him when he defeated Hunter Chambliss, the Hitman, in the play-in match. He is the voice of Real Pro Wrestling. He is Corey C4. Corey, how you doing?
Sean and Cass, it's good to see everybody. It's nice to be back. I've been on a pretty decent streak here lately, and I'm looking forward to hopefully continuing that streak today.
All right, sounds good to me. We have to introduce your opponent. We haven't seen him in quite a while because I've been busy on Saturdays. My bad. But he is a former number one contender for the CWT Undisputed Championship and a former winner of the World Contenders Tournament, I believe for the year 2020. He is our good friend from England, Sean Redmond. Sean, how you doing?
Quite a while, Gav. Quite a while. Can I go you speak a bit now? How long it's been? 5 months.
Oh, jeez.
It's been 5 months, Gav. What the hell? No, seriously. It's good to be here. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, King from McCoy's Mackey, he's got a decent amount of knowledge. Unfortunately, I happen to think mine goes a little deeper, so we'll see what happens.
All right, well, we will have to find out as we're going to go ahead and start this match with round number 1. And for those of you at home, round number 1, as always, works like this. 4 questions worth 1 point each, 2 questions each based on first round strengths given by both combatants. 1 final question with 4 possible answers in a random category, 1 point per correct answer, 8 total points are available in round number 1. And we're going to start today, Sean, with your strengths. And you chose the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, the newer version, not the ones from the 80s. There will be no questions about the Glamour Girls. All right, so your guys' first question is, the original WWE Women's Tag Team Champions were decided in which type of match? Like the first champions of the new titles. What type of match did they win them in? Welcome in, Topher. All right, Corey, do you have an answer on your board, or you have a board, right?
Yeah.
Just because we got to go to Sean first, so let me know when you're in.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, Sean, what do you have?
The event named after it in 2019, I believe. The Elimination Chamber.
All right, and Corey.
Yeah. I put 2 out of 3 falls. I drew a big old blank.
It's all right. It was an Elimination Chamber with Sasha Banks and Bayley. So we're going to move on to your second question, and that is, which team has the shortest reign with the championship? So you can either give me you can either give me 2 names, or if they had a tag team name, you can give me that. But it's up to you. I will accept either or. All right. Sean, what do you got?
I take whopping 4 days for some reason. Alexa Bliss and Oscar.
And Corey.
I put the Iconics because I can't think of anything.
It's all right. The correct answer is Asuka and Alexa Bliss. They won them, and then it was near Clash of the Castle, if I remember correctly. All right. So we're gonna move on to your strengths, Corey, and you chose Bret Hart in the year 1992. And your first question: who did Bret Hart defeat to win his first WWE Championship in 1992? This is the WWE Championship, not just any championship, because that would be a different answer. All right.
Yes.
Looks like you were in very quickly on that one. So, Sean, what do you have?
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair and Corey.
Nature Boy.
Ric Flair is, of course, the correct answer. And moving on to your second question. Who did Bret Hart defend the WWF Championship against on the October 1992 episode of Saturday Night's Main Event? This was also, I believe, the last episode of Saturday Night's Main Event before it came back in 06.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't look at that one, but I got something.
All right. Sean, what do you have?
Before he was the Godfather, before he was Common Mustafa, he was Papa Shango.
Papa Shango and Corey.
I said Razor Ramon.
Correct answer was Papa Shango. All right. So now we are going to go to your... We're going to go to our 4-point question, and that 4-point question today comes in the category of Golden Era WWF. And your question is... who are the 4 wrestlers that held the WWF Tag Team Championships as a member of the Heenan family? Those 4 wrestlers that held the titles as a member of the group. Who were they?
Could I put tag names or just?
Yeah, if you put tag name, I'll count it as the 2
Okay.
people. Yeah, as long as you don't go like some crazy thing. As long as we know who it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you are in.
I am.
Anybody else?
All right, so Sean, whenever you're ready, give us your 4 names.
Okay. Andre the Giant,
Okay.
Haku, Arn Anderson, and Tully Blanchard.
And Corey.
I put the Brainbusters in the Colossal Connection.
All right, I will accept that. So it is a clean sweep for both of you. It was Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, Andre the Giant, and Haku. 4 for 4 for both of you. Good job there, guys. Currently have a score of 8 for Sean, 5 for Corey. As we move on to round number 2, and that'll be the strength round. In round number 2, it works like this. 4 questions for each player based on the second strength provided before the match. Each correct answer will award 1 point. There's no steals, 4 total points available in round number 2. And we are going to start with you, Corey, because you're currently not in the lead, and you chose WCW in 1992. Corey, your first question is... what was the first aired WCW pay-per-view of 1992?
Man. Yeah, I don't think this is right. This is an end of the year one. Okay, I got something.
All right, well, yeah, this is just for you, so you just have to say it.
Oh, right. I
Yeah.
forgot. Starcade.
Starcade would have, ended the year. We were looking for Super Brawl.
Super Brawl. I knew that.
All right, and your second question.
These are all my second choices that I'm saying.
What was the name of the team that took on the Dangerous Alliance in a War Games match at WrestleMania or Wrestle War 1992? What was the name of the other team?
The Sting Squadron.
Sting Squadron is correct. And your third question. Who challenged Ron Simmons for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship at Starrcade 1992?
Vader.
That is incorrect. It was Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
Steve Williams.
Dr. Death. And your final question. Who was the special referee at Halloween Havoc for the match featuring Masahiro Chono defending the NWA World Heavyweight Championship against Rick Rude? Who was the special referee?
Of course, you get all the questions from the things I didn't research on, Chris. Why are you doing these things?
My bad.
I'm gonna go with Riddick Bowe.
That is incorrect. The correct answer was Harley Race.
Harley Race, of course it was.
Harley Race. So
that makes sense.
you'll pick up 1 point, bringing you up to 6 as we move on to Sean and Sean. Your questions today covering your classic strength of NXT UK. And Sean, your first question. It's crazy because I'm looking and I'm like, crap, this isn't airing anymore. How am I going to rate more questions? All right, so your question. In which year was the first NXT UK takeover held? So not like the one they did on the regular NXT, like the NXT UK takeover. That is incorrect. It was 2019. 2019 was Blackpool 1. Blackpool 1. All right.
It was one or the other.
All right. So we'll move on to your second question. And that second question is, which tag team competed in a match for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships at every UK TakeOver event?
That would be the Grizzled Young Veterans.
It would be the Grizzled Young Veterans. And move on to your third question.
Whenever they had them, please WWE, you can let them go and let them do something good.
Right? Instead of having weird, like,
You're wasting
eyes.
them.
Yep. And your third question. How many rounds are there in an NXT UK Heritage Cup match under British round rules? 6 is correct. And your final question. On the February 6, 2020 episode of NXT UK, Trent Seven defeated Eddie Dennis in a street fight with what special name?
I knew this would come up one day. I believe it was a Steel Corner Street fight.
It was a steel corner street fight. Good job, Sean. It was just basically a street fight, but there was no turnbuckles. It was just exposed.
With no turnbuckle back on
Yep, no turnbuckles.
Yes.
All right, so Sean, that'll bring you up to 11. You went 3 for 4. So we go into now time for the Battle Zone. And today, the Battle Zone, just like always, except for when we're in a triple threat or a 4-way, it works like this. One question with at least 10 possible answers will be asked. The player with the lowest score will start until they have 5 guesses each. Each correct answer is worth 1 point, 5 total points available per player. And today, your category for the Battle Zone comes in the category of Halloween Havoc. However, your question, starting with you, Corey, is, including NXT and WCW, who were the last 10 wrestlers to main event a Halloween Havoc event? See, it's kind of like I'm crossing over here. It's like it kind of hit like 2 arrows. Like
This is nuts. Let's see here.
so.
I
We'll,
actually appreciate this.
all right,
At least I have half a chance of getting some.
all right. So Corey, we'll go with your first one, then we'll go back to Sean. Go back and forth.
All right.
You can say mine.
Braun Breaker.
Okay. And Sean.
Oh, crap. Yokirai.
Okay. And Corey.
Jeff Jarrett.
And Sean.
Kandaklavay.
Okay. Corey.
Booker T.
Sean.
Goldberg.
Corey.
Kevin Nash.
And Sean.
Tobacco Camp.
Okay. And Corey, your final one.
Hogan.
Okay. And Sean finishes off.
Do I go with that or do I go with Incorrect, I think. DDP.
All right. Okay, so your correct answers are in reverse chronological order: Braun Breaker, J.D. McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, Tommaso Ciampa, Io Shirai, Candice LeRae, Goldberg, Brian Adams, Brian Clark, and Sting. So,
Chronic main evented.
yeah,
Wow.
Chronic main evented in a handicap match against Goldberg, and then 99 was Goldberg and Sting.
Wow.
It's probably the only time in a battle zone that Candice LeRae and Goldberg will be answers. But,
Wow, yeah, you tore me up on that one. So.
Lose there. Welcome in, Jay Burns. We're nerds, except especially me. Hey, I'm not afraid to admit it. Thanks for being here, though, Jay. So, Corey, you got 1. Sean, you picked up 4, giving us a score of 15-7. So, 15-7. Oh, no, not a 511. 15.
Oh, go on then. I'll have the all-time record.
So, it is not over yet. We only have a 8-point swing, which means there's still a chance for you, Corey, and we will see what happens in the final round. This is the final round. Works like this. 3 points per correct answer. Starting with the lowest score, each player will choose 3 numbers between 1 and 20. Each player will answer their own question until they take the lead. If one player is out of questions, don't have the lead, the game is over. If one player runs out of questions where the leader answers any of theirs, a knockout is declared. If there is a tie after both players answer 3 questions, sudden death overtime will occur, but that will not happen today, as we have an 8-point swing. So, before we begin, Corey, a number between 1 and 3 to shuffle the final round.
Let's go with 2.
1 and 2. Now I need your 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
I will take 7,
Okay.
13, and 19.
And Sean.
I will take 20.
Okay.
And 4.
Okay. So, Corey, let's see what the chat says. Yes, Jay says he's writing a Lights Out for tonight. Oh, that's exciting. Yes, follow our friends over at Lights Out Trivia on YouTube. And he says that the answers are Farouk, Vader, and Cyber Sunday. Hey, you never know, it could be. But Corey, we're going to start with you. You chose number 7. And number 7 corresponds to the category of wrestle crap. And Corey, your first question is: Tracy Smothers went by which name when he briefly wrestled for the WWF in the mid-90s?
I have no idea. Not even a guess. I have no clue. Big bad dude guy.
Big bad dude guy. That is incorrect. Correct answer was Freddie Joe Floyd. Freddie Joe Floyd.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah,
I've heard
Freddie
that
Joe
name.
Floyd. Which means the winner of this match by knockout and moving on to face Joey Suba in the quarterfinals. Sean Redmond, congratulations. You returned to CWT. You picked up the win and you're moving on to the quarterfinals. Sean, congratulations. Your thoughts on this and any words you have for Joey Suba coming up in your quarterfinal match?
Feeling good, feeling good. Good game, Corey. Always a pleasure. Work for Joey Silver. Not so much, I'll see him when I see him. But I do work for somebody. Now, I know, Cash, you're supposed to be doing this open forum thing for our illustrious champion, Mr. A. As much as I'd like to be there for that, as I've already explained, the time difference is a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
So if you will allow me, I would just like to say my little piece now. It won't
Go for
take
it.
long.
Yep. The dude has told me that he will be watching this back later, so you go ahead.
Oh, good, you'll be watching this while you do it. That's a good thing. So I will speak to you directly. Okay, so you said, what was it you said? You said you wanted to give an opportunity to someone who hasn't had many lately. Oh, damn it, that doesn't fit me. Right, now I don't know what does. As I said, first back in 5 months. For God's sake, Unca has had more matches than me in 5 months. In fact, Unca had more matches in the last 5 months than probably ever in his career in CWT. Which is another issue entirely, but we'll move on. Now, we're 1-1 in 8 matches. Except, I beat you in our section of the gauntlet match. Except, I beat you in the exhibition week. Yes, I know. Nobody even saw. Well, that's because it was a bit of a shit show, isn't it? And when we were both in the same block in the class earlier this year, who finished higher? Oh yes, that would be me.
Good point.
So if I were you, dude, I would be asking myself, who's better? Who is really better? And I think, you know, in your heart of hearts, the answer is me. And I know you, dude, because you're like me. And that's gonna drive you crazy. So not only am I the lucky clank for that title match, for you, I am the only answer. I await your response. Corey, as I said, good game. And thank you, everybody.
Awesome. We will have to see what the dude says. Still be determined. We'll be in open forum to see. The dude can pick any 2 people he wants to challenge against. That was the stipulation for the tag match that we had. So that's going to be coming up at some point. Just going to figure that out because my life's going to get really busy soon, but I'm still going to do CWT the best I can. But we're going to find out what happens there. Corey, you won that first round matchup against Hunter. You came in. Sean's just a beast, as I've said many times here. He's the only person to beat me in CWT, and that still stands to this day. But Corey, your thoughts on this match today and your future in CWT?
Well, streaks are made to be broken, and I am glad at least it happened with Sean. Good game, Sean. You are a beast for sure. And I always have fun here with CWT, and I look forward to coming back at some point here soon. Um, but yeah, man, it's always a blast.
Absolutely. So thank you to everyone who stuck around to watch today. Thank you to Topher, Dwayne on the replay. Thanks for watching, Dwayne. Thank you to Jay Burns for being here. Stay tuned because apparently they're doing a Lights Out over on Lights Out Trivia later tonight. He's writing it right now. So I imagine there'll be a sign up for that later today. So if you're watching, go sign up for Lights Out Trivia later tonight. And we will see you there or for our next match coming up this week. We are either going to be having my best friend, Dim Simmons, and a newcomer to CWT, Jacob Cameron, still have to play. We still have JPO taking on JB3, as well as Steve Mesa
That's a lot
and
of initials.
yes, right. Sometimes that's hard to say. As well as Steve Mesa and Noah Foster. Though that will round out our first round matches till we move on to the quarterfinals. So thank you to everyone for being here. Congratulations to those of you that bet your loonies on Sean. You are now just a little bit richer. But we will see you all for those matches coming up later. Have a good night, everyone.